Five, four, three, two, one.
Good evening, folks.
Where did that 10 minutes go?
I don't know. Like I say, we got so caught up in chat we didn't look at the clock.
Sorry, folks, but good evening.
Mm.
Hope you're all well. I mean, it's up on the screen, but I'm going to say next week, America, you're back to 3 p.m. and 12 noon. We put our clocks forward this week.
Yeah.
On
Good
Sunday.
afternoon, Mick.
Yes, so yeah, Mick. So next week you're back to
normal.
back to
next
12
week.
noon.
Ah, Pulsar.
Hope you're well. Hope everyone's well. So it's been an eventful week. Rocky had a haircut this week.
Yes, he'll be up in all his glory in a bit.
Yes, but at the moment he's tucking into his rabbit ear. I know. But on the channel, it's been quite a busy old week.
Mm.
Yeah, it's. I had some messages, gospel according to, and I can't be bothered to read it. Sorry if you're watching, but I haven't read it yet.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, they're having their say, which is it's all part of the service.
Yes. Hi, Darren. Nice to see you. So
Hello.
7,737 people. It's all right. I've been watching telly, and they don't do it posh anymore. It's all $9.99.
Ah.
Yeah. So, and we've had 29. So.
Oh, God, no! Please don't do that.
That's all I'm doing. So, what's at number 3? Well, the little Leeds Record Fair video still being watched. 209 people watched it this week. So thank you very much.
For something that was basically really a short. It's done quite
A
well.
short sort of thing, yeah. At number 2, for some reason, the Bad Genesis songs 332. Now I wonder why, because it's linked. Because if you've watched the top one at Retro Ranking Genesis 1 to 15, the video after that you get for the next one is Bad Genesis songs.
Yeah.
So it shows that people actually watch till the end. Yes, that's 449. Top short, and I'm surprised about this because it's not the best Black Sabbath album in the world. That's Never Say Die, 498.
Can't complain.
Can't complain about that. So in the last 28 days, this has been pretty consistent now for the last few months. 26,705 views in 28 days. That's incredible.
Okay.
And 89 new subscribers in the last 28 days.
Welcome one and all.
Yeah. So what's been watching? Number 3, it's literally the same as the top of the week. But obviously, Leeds Record Fair is 423. Bad Genesis, 332. And the Retro Ranking Genesis 1 from 15, 748. There's a lot of Genesis fans out there.
Yes, and they'll be happy today, won't they?
Yes. And the top short is David Bowie, the second album. Although it's effectively known as Space Oddity, it's actually just called David Bowie. And 617 people watched it.
Yeah. Good album.
it is a good album. It gets forgotten about because the only big hit on it, of course, is Space Oddity, but there's some great tracks on
Yes.
the album. I know we are going through. It won't be long before Diamond Dogs. Yes.
Yes,
I have, it
and
was,
you know where my loyalties lie on that.
yes. I sort of, there was one up for last year's competition, but I've now took it down because I am actually going to give it a ranking this time round. So anyway, I'm diversing. So overall, 648,577 views.
Wow.
Ow. And we're now up to 2,646 subscribers. We are growing.
Yes. You're getting a fan base. Even if they do want to read you the book of, according
Yes.
to.
Well, it all adds to the fun, doesn't it?
Yes.
So the top five, it is actually a top five this week. Mike Oldfield is on 4459 at number 5. Derek Riggs, I Made an Artwork at 4509. Jethro Tull has taken a bit of a little lead. He's now on 4523, his album ranking. Could that change next week? Slater's still 5,295. And Quo are just another 140 people watched that video this week. It's now 10,495. But no one watched the Paul Diano vid short this week. So what else? How are we doing with the work in progress? Well, Outlaws, I've done 10 of the 12. Really enjoyed listening to them. I haven't heard too much of them, but I've heard a lot. Primal Scream and The Levelers, 6 of their 12. Crossfire, I've listened to 2 of them. And Roxy Music, the 5 of the 8. So we're getting through them. Plus, I've been listening to lots of other stuff as usual. Got 3 new albums to listen to tomorrow.
Yes.
3.
One of which we didn't realise was coming out.
Until I looked on my prog page.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! There's a prog album coming out tomorrow. I'm sure if you're into it, you'll know who's releasing an album tomorrow. Anyway,
Yes.
how are we doing on this thing? Oh, he's still gnawing on it, so he won't be disappearing. So I think it's time for Hatches, Matches, and Dispatches.
Okay.
So I'm going to get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do that.
And I'm not looking. I can't see the screen, so you tell me whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, Pulsar, you're right. It is Q. It is IQ. Well done.
Yes, well done, that man.
Well
Okay, Hatches, Matches, and Dispatches. Well, we've had 7 dispatches. There have been other people have passed, but these are always ones that are related to music. So we've had 7 in the last week. So on the 20th, Eddie Adcock, American bluegrass banjo player with the Country Gentlemen. Oleg Baranov, a Russian alt-rock guitarist with the band Tequila Jazz. And Leanne Cowie, Australian garage rock rubber with the Scientists, all passed. The 21st saw the departure of Larry Tamblyn, American garage rock singer and keyboardist with the Standells. The 22nd, the death was announced of Paul Wagstaff. He's a British alternative dance guitarist with the groups Paris Angels and Black Grape. But we lost one of our stalwarts on the radio, Andy Peebles, a British radio DJ on Radio 1. He was also a TV presenter for Top of the Pops. And in his spare time, he was a cricket commentator. He loved his cricket. And then on the 23rd, Kevin Staples, Canadian alt-rock guitarist and singer with the band Rough Trade, passed away. So, say goodbye to those. Now we can say happy birthday. We've got 14 birthdays today. The youngest being 25 and the oldest being just under 80. So, 25 today is Halle Lynn Bailey. She's known mononymously as Halle. She's an American singer-songwriter and actress. 35 today is Kimberly Johnson. We know her just as Kimbra. She's a New Zealand singer-songwriter. She has won 4 ARIA Music Awards, 2 Grammy Awards, and 7 New Zealand Music Awards. Why do we know her name? Because she was featured on the 2011 multi-platinum single Somebody That I Used to Know by Got Ye. 37 today is a lady by the name of Jessica Ellen Cornish. We know her better as Jessie J. 50 today, and this surprised me, I didn't think she was this old, is rather smashing lady Stacey Ann Ferguson. We know her as Fergie, American singer, songwriter, actress, and businesswoman. She co-founded the band Wild Orchid, and she's been a member of the Black Eyed Peas. 55 today is Brent Fitz. Now, this guy has worked with an awful lot of people. He's a Canadian-American musician and multi-instrumentalist. And in his career, he's worked with the likes of Slash, Miles Kennedy, Theory of a Dead Man, Alice Cooper, Vince Neil, Union, Gene Simmons, Guess Who, and a host of others. 56 today, and why the Guinness Book of Records ever gave her this name, she was called the Songbird Supreme. It is, of course, Mariah Carey, American singer, songwriter, record producer, and actress.
And diva.
Yes. She's known for her 5-octave vocal range. Her style of singing is called melismatic, where she will sing a word, but she'll have about 15 different notes while singing that word. And she has they have a range of tones, shall we say. They're called registers in the vocal range. And the highest is called the whistle register. And she's one of the few.
Noise, but there you go.
Yeah, she's one of the few who can sing in the whistle register. She was ranked as the 5th greatest singer of all time by Rolling Stone in 2023. Whoever came up with that poll needs to be looked at.
Yes.
Anyway, let's move on. 60 today, getting his bus pass, depending on what country he's in, is American bass guitarist Johnny April. He plays in the band Stained, of course. 61 today is Clark Winford Datchler, an English singer-songwriter and record producer. And you're thinking to yourselves, who the hell is Clark Winford Datchler? Well, he first rose to fame in 1987 as the lead singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist in the pop band Johnny Hates Jazz. Remember them? 66 today is Andrew Charles Farris, Australian rock musician, multi-instrumentalist, and best known as the keyboardist, backing vocalist, and main composer for In Excess. 69 today is Wicks, Paul Wickens, English musician, best known as the keyboardist and musical director of Paul McCartney's touring band since 1989. But in his career that started in 73, he has worked with Nick Kershaw, Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, Bon Jovi, Eddie Brickell, Kevin Coyne. The list just goes on and on. 72 today is Walter Wally Stocker, a British rock vocalist and guitarist. He was in the band The Babies. 74 today, and Iain, take a bow. You got the wooden spoon on this one today. A British author who goes by the name of Christopher Stewart. He happened to be the original drummer and the founding member of Genesis.
I got it
took
eventually.
Iain about 10 minutes to get this one.
I got it eventually.
Eventually. But you got the next one almost straight away. Almost. I had to give you a big hint. But at 75 is Anthony George Banks, English musician primarily known as the keyboardist and founding member of Genesis. So 74 and 75. That's why we were having a giggle about Genesis. And granddad today is 79-year-old Andrew Stephen Bone, English musician. He specialises in keyboards and bass guitar, but he's a member of Status Quo.
And
Very happy.
And Francis never calls him Andy. He has always called him Andrew.
Yep. Anyway, that's your hatches. We've got one match today. Back in 1979, there was a British guitarist married a model. Who could that have been? Oh,
yes, he was a very naughty boy.
Yes, Eric Clapton married British model Muse and George Harrison's ex-wife Pattie Boyd. Unfortunately, they got divorced 10 years later in 1989. But anyway, that's your hatches, your matches, your dispatches. Tonight's talking point, and I hope you were paying attention earlier whenever Iain put out his little what's coming on tomorrow and what's on today. Talking point tonight is guilty pleasures. So we'd like you to join in. What are your guilty pleasures in the music vein?
Yes, we don't want anything sordid.
Yes.
Not yet. Not until after 9 o'clock.
Yeah. After the watershed and after Rocky's put his earmuffs on.
Yes. Can't be disrupted.
Right. Let's see who has right. Yeah,
so hello everybody.
Richard's final tab has. And yes, Andy Peoples was the last person to interview John Lennon.
Yes.
Michael, she's got awful if you ask me. Yes, we agree. Especially at Christmas.
Yes,
sick to death of hearing it. Good evening, Mike and Michael. So, if you're ready, young sir, we'll do what's on next. Okay, let's add that to the stage and we'll make you full screen and off you go.
Okay, so a new week and we finished Neil Young. So who are we doing next? Oh, thank you very much. We're doing the King of Rock and Roll, Mr. Elvis Presley. Thank you very much. All that. So yeah, we're going to start up with his and all that. Yes. That's enough of the Elvis jokes for now. We're going to start off with the 1950s. Perfect Side. A crackering album. Probably the best album Wings ever did. Band on the Run.
But it's the Beatles. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, Dave's
you can
been
tell
amused.
I've been watching something.
Yes, it's been amused by some Simon Short. So Tuesday, what have we got Tuesday? Is a big no, we haven't. I don't know what that's doing there. There's been a cock up.
Oh, have you? Oh dear.
Well, I can tell you what's on Tuesday. We've got a birthday. We've got Hugh Scott's Good Lady. We've got Wolf Mother. That's an album ranking, a viewer request.
Hey, what? Hang on, where are you?
31st of March.
Because I'm looking at something else, and I'm right.
Yes.
Right.
So and retro ranking is Japan. So on Wednesday, now this is a request from Solomon. And it's Gwar. And it looks like I look underdressed.
Yeah. It's like something out of Mad Max.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I know what I've done. We'll find out in a minute. So Thursday, we've got the second.
Sorry, Mick's just gone. Oh darn! I have to listen to Band on the Run again.
I know.
So anyway,
yes. Semi-final 2.
Who's in that?
Who's in that? Substitute won't get called again. Thursday, we're going to have a wander down the sidewalk. 3rd of April, 1962 for the US. Top 10. And Friday, yeah, it's a busy day on Friday as well. And for some reason, I was trying to be clever, and I think I made a bit of a cock up. But we got It's Bites Live, great band, very underrated. 2 new albums, Alison Krauss and Union Street and their album Arcadia, and the return of The Darkness and a lovely album title called Dream on Toast. So that's what's on next week, and I totally cocked that up, didn't I? Oh well. Let's remove from studio. There we go. So I'm going to put up the thing because I forgot to send my panelists the link today. I had lots on my mind today. So sorry, folks. There's something cropped up. So that's the link for my stalwarts. So yeah, that's what's happening.
That's where it is. Never mind.
He's ready now. Look, the tail's wagging.
Oh, right.
Why are you wagging your tail at you? Oh no, he sat down. I'm sure he'll go off.
Half on, half off.
Half on, half on. I think he's telling me. So, Dave, you're in charge at the moment.
Oh, God. Am I really? Do I have to be?
Thank you. I've made lots of... yeah, thank you. I will correct it. Don't worry. Thank you. Never mind. I'm only human, you know.
Hey?
I said the wrong thing. Union Street, Union Station. Right. I think I need to go. So, Dave, you've got to talk.
You mean Alice? Oh, can't get him to do anything right. Despite all the coaching, he still got Isildur's Bane wrong. even whenever he typed it out, he spelt it wrong. Anyway, so how the rest of you? Yes, we really. Oh God! Despite all the hints and me typing it out and sending it to him, he still gets it wrong. Oh God! I'm looking forward to that one as well. Alison Krauss and Union Station. Do you know, has there been any word of Alison Krauss collaborating with a certain rock god again? Has anybody heard? I was actually listening today to... Where are you? I need to go to that one.
Let's let him sort it out.
That plant, and yeah, the one I was asking about was Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. I'd love to have another album by them.
I don't know. I see David Coverdale sold his record, his catalogue to $50 million.
Yes, there's a lot of them now are starting to sell up because I think they know they're coming to the end of their stage life, shall we say?
Yes.
And they're getting ready to sit with their feet up, a decent bottle of wine, or whatever it is your choice of poison, and just twiddle their thumbs, fritter the day away, much as I do.
Right, I've just seen our good friend from Canada, the French Vinyl Addy, coming now. He's doing this weekend to celebrate his 2 years in the VC. He's doing an all-nighter live stream. So,
that's right. Yes, he mentioned.
Try and get in. Now, because of the time difference, I said that I would try and get in on Saturday morning. So I did see my message. So I will definitely try and get. Well, definitely, I think I will. I'll set the alarm to just go. So go and support our good friend Romuald,
Mhm.
and go give him some supports. And yeah, we'll go and just, even if you just go and say hello, just go and support him
Mhm.
because he's a damn decent chap.
And so
He's got a great channel as well, and
in fact,
he
just
loves
for
his music.
that.
So yeah, so that's happening
That's
on the 28th. So
and I
go
should
and
be
think. I
able
will
to
put that when I put this sort this all out tomorrow. I will put a link into
see, and
Ramold's channel,
there.
so you can go and have a look tomorrow night or evening, wherever you are in the world. Go and check him out. And why not subscribe to
There you
him?
go.
There we go. There's he's put up his channel link, and go and support our good friend. Well, he lives in Canada. So there we go.
I'm going to leave that up for a bit so people can, if necessary, write it down,
Yes.
photograph it,
You
memorize it,
Well,
photograph it,
yeah.
eat the evidence. Do you remember that sketch?
Yes.
Special Agent X.
Eat the messenger. Oh, that's quite nice tonight.
What you on tonight?
I'm only on the punk. Brewdog punk.
Ah,
Okay, it's a nice.
you're welcome, Romuald.
Yes.
And no, we're not starting a bromance. Stop that.
It's just called support to our fellow people.
Oh,
Yes, I'm actually going out on Saturday night.
you're going out. I've just finished a very nice bottle of Bordeaux. It's taken me a week to drink.
I'm off to see Al Murray on.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh. The pub manager himself.
Yes. And also I do like watching his historical programs because he's really good.
Yes, he makes interesting history, shall we say, factoids.
Yes, he did a really good one. I can't remember when I watched it, where he sort of did the road to Berlin.
Mm.
And it was fascinating because he sort of, it was serious, but he had his humour in. I'll have a blast, yeah, I know, well, Darren. I am looking forward to seeing Al Murray. I've never seen him before, so it was quite a surprise.
Oh, you will. You will have a lot of fun.
Yeah, Lee just said to me, oh, now look at this dude. Look at
Hi
that.
everyone. Hi everyone.
Hi. Whoa.
Hi. This is the greatest record store we have here in Montreal. It's called E.D.T, so all 33 RPMs.
Oh, right.
It's a beautiful place. It's pretty much everything, every genre, new, used, everything you may expect when you start collecting, when you're so already advanced music lover. Pretty much everything. This is a crazy place.
Robbie, I
Yeah.
have to say, right now you remind me of Boris the Alien from Men in Black.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, we do. Yeah,
No, it's
it,
perfect. It's brilliant.
it's
That's
it's
excellent.
it's 50 F outside, so but lots of sun today, so we are really blessed.
Nice.
Yes.
And I happened to meet a guy from the VC, from the Canadian French vinyl community. So we went out for 3 hours record shopping, and it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, it is.
Just,
You know what it's like, Ramon. You know, we have when me, Mike, and Nick get together, we have such a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all know they're live in the UK at the moment as well.
Yeah. Smile, you're on candid camera.
Yeah. You're live in the UK.
I know. And this guy, Record Hound, he knows about the place because it's truly the biggest place here in Montreal. So the go-to place, when I have some people over here, it's the go-to place where I always take them to.
Excellent.
That looks a
Yeah,
fantastic place. I'm very envious of you at the moment.
yeah,
You're looking around a great record store.
Now the thing
yeah.
is, are you going to have to pay import duties on American vinyl?
Yeah. Don't go there. Don't go there. Yeah, yeah. It's really cool.
Looks an amazing
Yeah,
place.
it is. Yeah, lots of crazy stuff from Europe, from America. And it's like a photographic picture. Every like lots of French people settle in this neighborhood, in this neighborhood, but there are also lots of people from South America. Chile, Peru,
Mhm.
and you find also a great deal of stuff from there. Mexican stuff from Asia as well. So yeah, it's a fantastic place.
Good.
Yeah,
World Record Store Day.
yeah. And for Mike, I happened to buy that Shirley Collins 2016 album she made. I bought it 5 minutes ago. So the
Oh,
one we were talking about at the end of the stream last week.
Oh, great.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a good find then. It's so funny that we were talking about it last week and you've gone and brought it this week.
yep.
yes, Richard, you should.
Yes, we'll come up and. Oh, okay. Mike, here comes Mike. Oh dear.
Slowly but surely.
There we go.
There he is.
Yeah,
Mike,
hiya. So
hi.
you got that Collins album though?
Yep. I have to grab my stuff back, and I will show you.
Yeah,
So,
that's Heartsease, isn't it?
Lodestar.
Uh, yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah,
it
I'm
make
just.
you want to, Mike? Doesn't it make you want to go and raid a record store?
I
Looking
know
at it.
it's a pretty cool place, isn't it?
Yeah, we would love it in there, wouldn't we?
Well, yeah. It's you could get trapped in a place like that, couldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Well,
That's the one. That's the one.
that yeah, Lodestar, yeah.
Let's make him
Excellent,
big.
excellent
Yeah,
album.
it is. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
It's like mirrored. Yeah. It's a new vinyl. They had a copy. I didn't pay that much, and
yeah,
it's a brilliant. It's like an old time classic. There is not. It's nothing about old folk, new folk. I have the
yeah.
feeling that should have been released 40 years ago as well. So, and her voice changed so much. You're right.
That's
You're
right.
right.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the album I actually mentioned though was
Yeah.
Heartsease, which is the next one, I think.
Yeah. You're probably
Yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah.
also an excellent album, as is Archangel Hill.
Okay.
Yeah,
And the reason why she had lost her voice is mentioned on the book. The two of us are reading. The Electric Eden.
yeah.
Yeah, the reason. So it's pretty dramatic. Sorry for making too much noise. And yeah, beautiful album. Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you say you've listened to some June Tabor as well?
Yeah, I happened to find. I went on Spotify to listen to this album, the one you recommended to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't found a copy yet. I was on the lookout, but I haven't found
No,
myself. Yeah,
I don't see many of her albums at all nowadays.
yeah,
But yeah, definitely worth picking up, especially the early stuff.
yeah. The Jim Tabor. Yeah.
Anyway, good morning, Michael.
Yeah. Hi, Michael.
So just leaving the place.
Hear you, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Can't hear you, mate.
So hey, thank you guys for a shout out. I'm gonna leave. Maybe I will come later because now I have to take the bus. So maybe catch you up later.
Yeah. Well, if we don't catch you later on today, we'll catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, well, Bob.
Hey, you guys have plenty of time. I will go probably for 6 or 7 hours. So you guys have plenty of time. Pop up.
I could try and join you around about 7 o'clock a.m. here.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. So thanks for the shout out. This is much appreciated.
Take care.
Yeah,
Take care, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Hey, there you go. Live from Montreal.
Live from Montreal.
Yeah. Right.
Can you? We can't hear you. Have you put?
I hear you, Michael.
Can't hear you. No. Oh dear, Michael's got no sound. Yeah. Yeah. 3 words. First syllable. I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. Anyway, have you had a good week, Mike?
I have. I've been doing quite a good thing, and last week it was after we finished last week. I was moaning about Noises for Heroes.
Yeah,
record shop. I finally got to go in there.
Way.
Yeah. So the guy told me when he was open, he doesn't like getting up in the morning, so he won't be in the shop until about 12:30 each day. But he says he's open 6 days a week. So I went in there and I picked up some stuff. It's a pretty good shop. It's quite small, but he's got acres and acres of really cheap vinyl, which I didn't really have a chance to go through. Sort of like these boxes of LPs underneath the racks that were £2 each, and then 50p.
Oh, my territory.
So certainly is, but you can't get to them very easily. And but I picked up some other stuff, and it was all really reasonable. I won't show you everything. I'll show you one thing that I picked up because I know that we all like this.
I'm back. Hello, sir.
Jilted John.
Yeah, Jilted John. Yeah.
True love stories. Excellent.
Yeah. On the back cover, it's there's a little bit about Jilted John. It says, Jilted John, otherwise known as Graham Fellows, is a full-time drama student in Manchester. His ambition is to become a full-time actor. He has 3 sisters and a very nice mother and father who live in Yorkshire. Jilted John likes fancy mice, Kate Bush, and the countryside. His dislikes include Gordon the Moron, anyone successful with girls and gardening. So that's all you need to know about Jilted John. There he is.
Oh, there he is. There's the man himself.
Yeah.
There he is, the man himself.
Yeah. So I saw that, and it cost me next to nothing. So really pleased to get that because I bought the single when it came out, and that was the only thing I'd ever bought from him. And if you ever get a chance to see John Shuttleworth, which is the Graham Fellows' current alter ego, absolutely brilliant.
Oh,
yeah,
he's on the radio.
He is, yeah. And there's his wife Mary, who you never hear her, but he's always shouting to her, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So that was that. Oh, can I actually, before I forget, can I sort of give a shout out to a guy, and he's one of the nicest people in the VC, and if you're not sub to him, then please go and do it. And the guy in question lives in Oslo, and it's Morten Asted. And unfortunately,
spell that,
Morton
Mike?
is going through a pretty difficult time in his life at the moment.
Is that
And he posted a video about it today. And yeah, I mean, the poor guy's, you know, life's just not treating him well at the moment. So, you know, I think it would cheer him up if his friends in the VC sort of like show a bit of love for him and, you know, go and give him a few more subs and he'd be happy. But he's, you know, as I say, he's a lovely gentleman, and he's having a really difficult time at the moment. So, you know, but you know, we'll be the vinyl community, you know, a proper community. We'll support each other, eh?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. When I sort of edit this tomorrow and put the new thing, I'll put a link in the description tomorrow. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, I make you feel better, Morton. You know, we're here for you, and we'll give you all that. Yeah, support. Yeah, Gene, we'll add them for you. God knows when we'll get round to doing them, but we will do.
Oh, what's been requested here?
The list. So anyway, going off music, you actually won a game of rugby then last weekend.
Oh, bloody hell! Yeah, yeah, I know.
I watched it.
You should watch it. It was tense that last 12 minutes.
Yeah,
well, 11 minutes and 46 seconds was my lad pointed out to me that we had to sort of hang on. But yeah, first time we'd beaten them for a long time, and after the match finished, it was like we'd won the grand final.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's one of the best league performances I've seen in a long time. They showed some true grit. I mean, Wigan were just absolutely relentless, weren't they? Especially
I mean, I thought they were going to do us. You know, first 10 minutes of the second half, they came out like they really meant it, and you know, we were struggling, but you know, we managed to hang on and score again. So it was absolutely brilliant match. It was, you know, about time. Maybe
match. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So that was good. So anyway, other stuff I've been doing, Ian. I've been doing my homework for Saturday afternoon.
Good. I'm done.
I've got my singles now in a 1 to 10 and some bobbling unders. So looking forward to that. Should be
good. If you don't know what we're talking about, Richard, Mike, and myself are going to be doing our top 10 singles on the record label.
Yeah.
It probably won't go out till Sunday now because I'm going to see Al Murray on Saturday night.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I don't think by the time it renders, I'll be probably having something to eat and watching Al Murray. So although it says Saturday on the What's On next week, it'll be out Sunday morning.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, and So it's been quite good. But next time we're up in Leeds, we should go to this. We should go to Noises for Heroes.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a walk. You know, on the sort of edge of the city centre, really. You know, it's about, I don't know, you know where Relics is?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's about another 10, 12 minutes from there in completely the wrong direction, you know. So, but it's pretty good. It's, you know, it's a pretty good stuff. And you know, I enjoyed having a good sort of dig in there, and at reasonable prices as well.
Yeah, Richard wants to know: are we allowed to choose a B side over an A side for the stiff ranking? I'd say so. It's on the stiff record.
Yeah, that's a really interesting one, Richard, because there are some singles there where the B side is definitely better than the A side. I might revisit my list. but there's a couple. There's a couple that I've come up with where the A side and the B side are both absolute crackers. So yeah. Oh, he's back.
Right. I had to sort out a bit of kit.
Yeah.
You big shit.
Yeah. All right then, Gov.
This technology's got me knackered.
Anyway,
Yeah. You're nearly there. You're nearly there, Michael.
Evening,
well,
Simon.
I'm going to do another shout out. This time it's to Simon for his
Yep.
latest reports that
His
are
latest set of
absolutely
shorts.
amazing. The puppet is a puppet.
He's a
Oh,
puppet.
Simon.
I thought
I've been
I saw
stitches.
those. I saw those shorts come up, and I thought someone's been a really naughty boy, haven't they, Simon? But hilarious.
They are. They are. He could tell you. I couldn't stop giggling.
No, he watched some while before we went live tonight, and he was giggling all over the place.
Yeah.
We've got a talented comedian in our ranks.
He's I mean, I just thought there's about 5 of them, aren't there? And they're all brilliant. They're all really good. So do we know where the puppet came from?
I'm sure Simon will explain.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to know. Yeah, but
Yes.
better than the real thing, I thought.
So,
Yes.
we touched on this last week, but guilty pleasures, and this is where
Yes.
we want the gallery to. There must be we all like records that are really not what we normally listen to, but
Yeah.
anyway. It's just one of them things. I think for me, it's because I do just like music. It doesn't. If it's got a good beat, a melody, I will listen to it, regardless if it's not what I normally listen to.
Have you got that, Ian?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, we'll have to consult the guru
Yes.
before we get that right.
Yeah, you can't, you can't do Prince Buster without talking to Nick.
This is it. I mean, the first place I go and look is the wiki page, and it's a selected discography. Oh, right, okay.
All right, yeah.
Probably lives in Seattle.
Yeah,
Certainly does. Yeah. Move there from California, I understand.
here we go.
It was his daughter. She picked it up for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. Kudos to you, Simon.
Yes.
Brilliant stuff.
Absolutely.
Whenever I first watched it, I thought, we're back to the Muppets.
Yeah.
Just like the Muppets. It was
It's a little bit
hilarious.
more. Yes. So if you want to go and watch it, go and look at Simon's channel. They're on there. Go and have a giggle. Anyway, I did. I said I would show a certain guilty pleasure record.
Yes.
That was the challenge. I dare you to show it. Well, I am. I'll give you out the cover.
And then we go. Bing.
Oh,
Who is that?
beautiful.
That was our Eurovision Song Contest entrant in 1982.
Yeah.
Bardo, one step further. I got this for 50p.
You were robbed.
But I actually like it.
Of course
Well,
you
that's
do.
it. That's it. Why not? Why not go for it? Yeah.
But not many people have got the picture disc.
No, I bet. Yeah. Excellent.
That's
That's why you was robbed.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I was robbed. You see?
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you showed them, because I was going to talk about the Eurovision Song Contest, because I absolutely bloody love it. And for the last few years now, we've had a thing where we go out for a meal sort of early on Saturday evening, and then we get back in time for Eurovision Song Contest, and we have a drink or three, and It's great, and you know, the music generally is absolute garbage, but the staging is normally fantastic. And yeah, I love it, and I can't remember the names of the acts from one year to the next, but that doesn't matter because it's all throwaway stuff. And
I can't remember them from one act to the next.
well, that's it. But you know,
in my mind, and it was from not this year's, last year's. A girl, was it King of the Queen of the Kings, King of the Queens?
No idea.
I don't know what her name was, but it was the best song I'd heard on Eurovision for a very long time. Great singer, good tune, and it didn't win. It was so horrible. There's nothing wrong with a bit of Partridge Family.
yeah. I mean, it used to be to be quite a big television program in the UK, didn't it? I mean, it got good viewing figures.
Yeah, and all the boys were sitting watching Mum.
It was so wholesome and sort of icky, wasn't it? You know, but yeah, it's one of those things. One of those things that it sticks in your mind, doesn't it?
The thing about the Partridge Family, the thing about the Partridge Family is that there was like no skin. You know, you have to remember, like the mother was always wearing these like paisley shirts with the neck lined all the way up to her chin. You know, and I mean, Susan Day was the older girl, was like the only like real pretty one, and her too completely covered up.
She was my schoolboy crush. She was.
Yeah.
I thought I loved her. I thought she was great.
Yeah.
But you know, guilty pleasures are something that we don't like to admit. We have them, but we don't like to admit. I mean, there are probably songs that every stitch of lyric to, right? But you wouldn't sing it to your friends because they'd laugh at you, right?
Yeah. But if you ever dare to do it, you have to pretend you're being ironic, don't you?
Well, that's why they invented karaoke.
Yeah. Karaoke is fine, isn't it?
Yes, because it's the perfect place where you can go, with your friends and build it out.
Yeah. But
I've got another example of that, and it's this song. Forever and ever, Slick.
Right.
No lads like this. I had to keep quiet for years before I admitted that I like this.
Hang on.
Hank's got me his Mature, first band he was in, and everyone thinks this is a song by the Bay City Rollers. Because it's very that thing. But you don't admit that you like this song. And I brought this not so long ago for the first time, and I do like it. And I always have liked it. But you don't admit to it. Like, you don't admit that you like Daydreamer by David Cassidy.
Yeah.
It's something 1973.
I mean, David Essex is nearly in that category as well, isn't he?
Yeah, but I like some of his songs.
I know, so do I. But David Essex was unashamedly sort of like marketed to teenage girls, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But
I've seen David Essex.
Yeah.
Really, live?
Yeah. My late stepmom, she was a huge fan, and I mean, she was been a huge fan, and every time we come to Northampton, we had to go. And I must admit, he put a damn good show on. Terrific show. And the banter in between the tracks. And I enjoyed it. I mean, obviously, doing the You're Gonna Make Me a Star and all that, pinball and all that sort of thing, what he did.
Didn't he do Rock On Was it Rock On?
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that, and to actually see that live, and I was would have been in 7, 8 sort of age, but I did love it. I mean, there's lots of that pop stuff that I loved as a kid. You just but now it seems to be more cool to talk about it. Because
Well, that's right. I can remember that David Essex was on a Top of the Pop special, and it was he was doing Gonna Make You a Star, and it was about it's about 20 odd years after David Essex was sort of a regular visitor to the top 10, and he hadn't really had anything, and he came on and he did Gonna Make You a Star, and he got to the line, I know I've been out of style for a short while, and he said that with such a smile on his face because I don't think he'd been on telly for 20 years.
Yeah,
before
he knew
that.
exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, and I thought, good on you, sort of like he's, just gently sort of like ribbing himself, and I thought that was really good. But there's other things, isn't there? And there are certain bands that sort of other people like, and you say no, this is absolute bloody rubbish, sort of, why do you like that? And Ian, Status Quo, I really love, bopping around to their 70s singles. It is like Caroline and Paperplane and, all that stuff, I absolutely love it.
Yeah, you can't do. Just talking about, I've heard one of the remixed songs off the live album that's been remixed. It sounds fantastic what they've done to it. It's not so tinny and it's really gutsy and heavy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to get it because if that's just hearing through YouTube, what's it going to sound like on the turntable? I think it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Simon just mentioned Osmonds, didn't he? Now that's that's another thing, isn't it? There was you'll all get it. There was a song by the Osmonds that they came out with this song and people suddenly saying, actually, that's all right. And it was Crazy Horses, wasn't it? Yeah.
Great record.
Yeah.
Top draw record.
But before that, I mean, did the Osmonds have much in the way of hits as a band? It was mainly Donny and Marie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the absolutely dreadful Little Jimmy. Yeah. Long-haired lover from Liverpool.
What about disco?
Let's see.
Disco could be all right. There's disco and disco, isn't there?
Well, I don't. What do you mean? What's the difference between the two?
One's the stuff I approve of, and the other's the stuff I don't. But I'm quite a fan of Donna Summer.
I am.
Yeah. What about Gloria? What about Gloria Gaynor? I Will Survive. That had to have been a huge hit.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's an absolute classic. But I got this out. This is when I bought a record fan, sort of not so many months ago, and I've shown it before.
Yeah.
The great Betty Boo. And who doesn't like doing the do? That's what I want to know. Betty Boo, absolutely brilliant.
You see, one of my disco-y talks is Fat Larry's band, Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. And there's one of the star, and I love one of the Stylistics songs. It's that one with a great intro. So you can give me anything but your love or something along those lines, something like that.
What's the rule with YouTube? Can we play like 15 seconds of a song, or is it too?
I don't know.
Ian will usually get hit with copyright.
And you could get.
Isn't there like a before time cutoff, like 15 seconds is fine, or
I don't know. 20? I really don't know.
No, because a friend of mine streams. He streams games in Florida, and sometimes there's music within the games.
Yeah,
and he's been copyrighted within the first 5 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not worth the risk, is it?
No.
No, especially as he's already been copyright hit.
Yeah.
Well, look at this.
Wow.
Yeah.
He will. If he came close, he will.
How close?
Yeah.
How close?
Yes.
Anyway, Simon.
Did the card come out of the wallet?
Yeah. Well, that's it. And Simon, you can pick up a couple of Toyer albums for far less than 300 quid, mate.
He brought something very rare today that Nick didn't get his hands on. He sent me a WhatsApp with it on.
What's that?
It's a single with someone going on the front.
Oh. So there are still some out there, are there?
Oh, yeah.
The lesser spotted G.M.T.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I went through my singles box today just to think some of my sort of guilty pleasures, and I mean, who would expect me to like that?
All right, hang on. Let's.
Martha's Harbour, all about E.D.T.
Oh, I don't know. I quite like that.
I like that. People say, well, maybe it's not your thing. I just like a voice. What else have I got here? You see, when I was a kid, I used to like Kenny the Bump.
The bum or the bump?
The Bump. Yes, folks, that is from 1974. Thank you very much.
All right, hang on, Ian. I'm going to put this up again, right?
Yeah.
And then it gets followed by.
Okay, there's another one for you. Okay, you can't see it. It's Do the Hucklebuck.
Oh, no. Oh.
Do you know why I brought it? Because they're from Wellingborough.
All right.
Uncle Buck from the John Hughes movie with
Do the Hucklebuck.
no, the Hucklebuck.
Yeah.
Not Uncle Buck.
And then if you really want to go for it,
don't do Uncle Buck.
that is Buzz Buzz and Diddle It by Matchbox.
Oh, good Lord. I'm definitely going for a bucket.
Yeah, it's starting to get a bit queasy, isn't it?
I know. Sorry, folks.
No, you carry on, mate.
Yeah. I mean, I know you like this, Mike, because I picked you one out, but it is a bit
it's a bit of a novelty. Yeah, you got the one in the red cover. I got the one in the blue cover, I think.
But I love it.
Yeah.
Simplest song ever made. Someone going da 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 on a Casio. Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't want to be.
Oh God, that song.
Yeah.
Da da. Remember, was it the Crash Test Dummies?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You see, I like that chub thumping. I love it. You know, I stand up, I get up, I get up.
Oh, Chumba.
I know Richard likes that song as well.
Yeah.
Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there you go. Pulsar likes da 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 as well. Right.
Excellent. Yeah. Oh, that's 3 of us, then.
Yeah.
Hey, it's quite a hit, wasn't it?
Yeah. You see, another song that and that's Thomas Dolby's She Blinded Me with Science.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Another real sort of novelty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is that got
Yeah,
tied up with
yeah.
the movie. Didn't
What
it?
about ZZ Sputnik?
Oh,
What was it called? Love Missile F-111 or something?
yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
And the hair.
The hair, yeah.
All about the hair, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This must have been a British-only act.
I don't know.
Quite possibly, but they were inexplicably quite big for a short time.
All the 20 minutes.
Yeah. Was did Trevor Horn have something to do with that?
I won't be surprised.
Yeah.
See, I know I talk about them a lot, but people don't understand why it's someone that 1 minute listening to Motorhead will then go and put the Art of Noise on.
Well,
For contrast.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's what music's all about. It's all about emotions and moods and that. So,
right.
I mean, try as hard as you like. I don't think you can find a Motorhead track that will fit every possible sort of emotional state that you might be in.
No.
Yeah. But that's it. What I can't understand is people that people that only seem to like one band.
Yeah.
Buy their records over and over again.
Uptown Funk, yay.
The thing about guilty pleasures is that we tend to remember every lyric of those songs, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the downfall of it, isn't it? We know every word of the song and we'll sing it.
Yeah. That's it. That's a true side of a guilty pleasure, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this is Ottawan disco. Can't stand it. I know every damn word.
Right.
Yeah. DISCO.
Yes. I won't push the bell out for Agadoo.
No.
Although I did like when they did Superman.
Oh God! Do you know what that track? Yeah, Superman. When my daughter was really sort of little, that track had been out. We went on holiday to I think it was Mallorca, but it was one of these hotels where they have sort of like they cater for kids, and there's a little sort of like kids disco.
Yeah.
Sort of like very early on in the evening, and they used to every night. It was Superman, and they get all the kids up to do all the actions, followed by Agadoo. And by the end of the week, I'd had enough of it.
Yeah, but if you turn over Superman, you get a rather rude version, which I used to play when I did discos.
All right.
It's like that song. You remember the film Rita Sue and Bob 2?
Yeah.
There's a song on there called "We're Having a Gang Back."
Yeah. That's a great film. Yeah, filmed in Bradford.
Yeah, they don't count. I do like. I will fully admit that I like the Carpenters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got a couple of Carpenters albums I picked up at a charity shop. Now, on the one hand, I think, as song, they're well-crafted songs, and Karen Carpenter's voice is absolutely lovely. But it's still, for me, it's still a bit cheesy. That's all I can say.
It's pure.
Pure, yeah. Yes, it's very, very sort of uplifting and lovely.
Yeah, she could play the drums as well.
Yeah. But, particularly Karen Carpenter, she was a real talent, wasn't she?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Very good talent. Yeah, you see. Hang on, here comes.
Oh.
Good evening, Nick.
Hello, mate.
Hello.
Evening,
Can you
Nick.
hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm off looking at something else. I'll be with you in a minute.
I'm really curious to know what some of your favorite disco and sweet pop songs are, Nick.
Yeah.
Your guilty pleasures.
It's the Bernard Manning album that's his guilty pleasure, isn't it?
I never brought it. You know, you sometimes when you get records via mail order, one you normally got a bit of cardboard one end and the other.
Yeah.
Sometimes they put record sleeves in one end or the other. But yeah, that Bernard Manning
Yeah.
LP was one end, and the Captain and Tennille was the other.
Yeah.
I've never played them. I know Love Will Keep Us Together, is it?
Oh,
Captain
yes.
and Tennille.
That was their big hit.
Big.
I've heard that on the Golden Oldie radio station, but I've never played the album. I don't intend to.
Oh.
And the same with Bernard Manning.
Yeah. Don't you think it's the ultimate humiliation, Nick? But you know, you go to the trouble of sort of like recording an album, and it ends up as packaging.
Yeah.
It's there to protect something that someone else thinks is much, much better.
No, yeah. Like you're saying, ultimately, it's a load of old crap, isn't it? But there you go. I picked out a few singles. And I've got a 12-inch single here.
Okay.
I visited a record shop last Sunday. I didn't drive there. I was dropped off and left to my own devices for a couple of hours or so.
Oh, that's lethal, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was dropped off at 10 to 11 by my son and daughter-in-law, and I left at 20 to 3.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So that's nigh on 4 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's so
Yeah,
somber.
more of that in a bit. More of that later.
Okay.
I've got some of the bits I picked up from there.
Hey, Captain Sensible. Happy talk.
Yeah. You kind of have to have it, don't you, if you like the Damned?
Yeah, if you like the Damned and you collect them,
Yeah.
what can you do?
Yeah.
It's a load of old shit. But
Yeah. But at least he knows it's a load of old shit, doesn't he?
yeah. But did it make number one?
It did.
Yeah. I
There you
get
go.
on top of the pops.
Yeah.
But the only artist to actually his biggest selling single, he calls it crap.
Yeah, he's an address.
Yeah.
I used to hear this one a lot on the old Golden Oldie radio station.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a cheesy song.
Yeah. That's a great single, isn't it?
Yeah.
I quite like it, actually.
Yeah, I do. I think it's really nice.
Really pleased to find it on the old gold label as well.
Yeah. I think for years that was the only thing I knew by Cher, apart from the Sonny and Cher, I've Got You, Babe. That's about the only other song I knew of hers for years and years.
Yeah. On the other side, you got a song by Cher called Half Breed. I'll be totally honest, I haven't played it yet.
It's good.
That was a big single in America.
It was a big single in America.
Was it?
I think that was around the time that she married Greg Allman. Remember
yeah, it's that sort of period.
Yeah, she had that Indian. She was into that Indian look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Then she did, of course, I Believe in Love.
Yes.
Yeah.
She also did Dark Lady.
I used to quite like that album by hers with If I Could Turn Back Time on it and all that. But mind you, she was dressing rather provocatively at the time, wasn't
Yes.
she?
Yes.
Which helped.
Yeah.
It did help. Oh, wow. Two great songs. Usually
Yeah.
these singles have got a dog on one side, but those two great
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
That's two great songs.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure. I love the song Walk On By.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of the Stranglers version of Walk On By?
Bloody fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's on the Dakota label.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a period of my life mostly back in the 90s when I tried to live a normal life. I gave up youth cultures and all that sort of stuff.
Mm.
I got fed up with the politics of it all and the bullshit and the bollocks and I listened to a bit of like sort of normal music, suppose chart music,
Mm-hmm.
and I really loved that song.
Yeah.
I used to have the 12-inch single of it, and I came across a copy of it at the shop I was at on Sunday. It was £5, and then I found this 10 minutes later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Madonna.
Yeah. I think she's like, I can't remember what the name of the television program was, but back in the 80s, and Tony Wilson was involved, and
Wasn't in
like,
bed with McGinner.
this young singer from the United States, and
Oh right.
she performed Holiday in the Hacienda. And as soon as I heard it, I thought, yeah, she's going to be really big. There's just something about it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found this one as well. Another one of these on the Golden Oldie you can sort of sing along to.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, no, that is a guilty pleasure, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of them died about a year or so ago, didn't she? I think.
I think so.
Yep, the end of last year.
Yeah.
The Scotland adopted it, didn't they, as their European Championship song or something like that a few years ago, didn't they?
Yeah. I like the other one.
Right, you're right.
My Lady.
Yeah. Yeah. What's on the other side, Nick?
Song called Cara Mia. But yeah, guilty pleasure, sing along.
Yep.
Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah. Terry Dactyl. Yeah. Yeah. Jonah Louie.
Seaside Shuffle.
Yeah.
And in an original company sleeve as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's something rather pleasing about a 7-inch single and its proper company sleeve.
Yes.
There is, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's better than a picture sleeve, isn't it?
Well, yeah. There's a poor example of a picture sleeve.
I know.
You know, which would you rather? I'd rather give me that company sleeve and the proper single to go with it any day. Any day.
But at the same
time, God, that was Jonathan King's record label, wasn't it? UK.
Was it? I don't know.
I think so. Yeah. Do you remember the Piglets? Johnny Reggae.
Johnny Reggae, yeah.
Yeah. That was on the UK label.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Reggae. Here comes Johnny Reggae.
Yeah.
That's it. I picked up some Slade as well.
Hey.
Oh
But I'll show.
well. Somebody wants to know, did you find that at the storage facility?
Storage facility. What else did I? Got some albums. I've got a Grail as well.
Oh,
I've been after for a long, long time. And I think I mentioned it to you two at Leeds or Ian. I found that.
Wow.
yeah. You said you were after one. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very good. So what is that? About 1990, is that?
Excuse me, I've got my glasses on. 85?
Oh, right, it's earlier than I thought then. Yeah. So what's on it then, Nick?
Songs you'd recognise by Slade. Mysterious Mr. Jones.
Yeah. Yeah. That's,
All Join Hands.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it was
not-
1985 on the RCA label.
Yeah.
It's Mother Nature.
All Join Hands is a real sort of sing-along song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a track on there, Nick, called Mother Nature is a Rocker?
I haven't
Because that
played
was on the
this.
B-side.
No, you got Hey Ho, Wish You Well, Little Sheila, Harmony, Mysterious Mr. Jones, Walking on Water, Running on Alcohol, 7 Year Bitch, I'll Be There, I Win, You Lose, Time to Rock, and All Join Hands.
Yeah. Excellent.
I
Excellent.
haven't had
Mate.
time to play it yet. I'm so far behind with listening to stuff at the minute. And here's another guilty pleasure of mine, which I picked up from there.
First box.
Oh, I don't know. You don't need to feel guilty about that, Nick.
Fuzzbox, calling
Yeah.
International Rescue.
You know what? Fuzzbox were a lot better than they were given credit for, I think.
I watched a bit of a video on YouTube a few days ago, and the chap was interviewing Maggie Dunn, who was part of the band. And the only one who could really play an instrument straight off, more or less, with any degree of competence, was Maggie's sister Jo on the guitar, and the others sort of more or less learnt their instruments and whatever as they went along.
Yeah.
But they never really took it seriously at first, and never realised how much input had to go into, a band performing and doing gigs and paying for this, that, and the other. They didn't realise how intense it was. And Maggie said, well, they eventually signed to the Vindaloo label, and one of the other bands on that was the Nightingales. And the lead bloke from the Nightingales rang up Maggie to speak to her. This is before they signed up to Vindaloo. Oh, we really like your stuff, blah, 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 blah. Can you get a demo tape over to us as quickly as possible? And we'd really like to sign you to Vindaloo, the label they were on. And she thought somebody's ringing up taking the piss, so she told him to F off. Are you joking? Are you winding us up? Got an F off and put the phone down on him. But they sort of thought it was a laugh and a giggle, but they soon realised how difficult it was. Picked up that. I think I mentioned it at Leeds.
Oh yeah.
I've got that on ordinary 7-inch.
You brought that Leeds, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure I told you. I said the original. I can never hold the fucking things up properly. The original picture disc, which is this, came with a display stand, which is this.
Ah.
And I have never ever seen one in my life until last Sunday. So I snatched this up straight away for 12 quid, and I've seen them go over 3 or 4 times the cost of that.
Yeah, that's.
And it's also got instructions with it as well. So if somebody, I've got a spare copy of this now, this picture, this 7-inch single, because I already had one in my collection, minus the display stand. So if somebody wants my spare 7-inch single, they're more than welcome to have it.
Oh, I wouldn't mind, mate. Yeah.
I also picked up that.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Gary Newman.
Yeah. From a distance there, he looks a bit like Billy Idol, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that sort of Mad Max sort of cyberpunk type era, isn't it?
Yeah, he had that bleached, longish hair, didn't he, for him?
Yeah.
It's the longest I think he had his hair ever in it on that.
But that's another Gary Newman album ticked off. I also found this dirt cheap. There was a reggae and sort of two-tone ska section and mod revival. This was in it for a £5.
Byron Lee and the...
Oh, the Trickadairs. Yeah.
Yeah. I picked it up, and there's quite a few sort of hairlines on it, but it plays really, really well. Excellent. I was listening to this earlier when I got home from work and I was getting washed and changed.
Yeah.
But obviously, I know Byron Lee and the Dragonaires from ska reggae music. This is a 1982 record, and it's a Jamaican import. It's got a label on the back there stating it. This is sort of really upbeat, up-tempo, calypso, sort of carnival type music. It quickly segues in, each track sort of quickly segues into each other. Like you were at I don't know, Rio Carnival or whatever.
Yeah.
Not exactly my cup of tea, but I enjoyed it. If you're a world music sort of type person, I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah. That sounds good.
And for £5,
yeah,
I wasn't going to complain.
£5.
Yeah, I thought I'd give it a punt. Do you want to see the rest of the singles I got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me going on.
No, you carry on, mate.
Oh. Oh, great song.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's, I mean, he had that big revival when, he had P.D.T come out. And then
Repeat, yeah.
And then
and of course, that was in the second Ghostbusters film.
Yeah. Do you remember the Dex's Midnight Runners? And Jackie Wilson says. And apparently on Top of the Pops, they thought it was Jockey Wilson. So they had a picture of the Scottish darts player behind them, didn't they?
Yeah, Jockey Wilson behind him on the screen, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, to Pal, Heart and Soul.
Yeah.
I used to have that China in your hand on 7-inch single years ago, but it's been overplayed that much. I'm sick of it now.
Yeah,
Much preferred that one, to be honest.
I've seen to Pal twice.
Yeah, my Jackie did one of his 80s things at Butlins a few years ago. She
I
said
saw
Carol Decker was so full of herself, it was unreal.
They supported Bryan Adams and they supported Status Quo.
There you are.
Yeah.
Fame at last, then.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't recall this one, to be honest.
No.
I need your loving.
Yeah.
If I see Human League 7-inch single, I'll pick it up generally, and I came across two.
Life on Your Own. God, one of their later ones, isn't it? It's a good
Yeah.
track.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
They really did go one for the cinematic graphics, you know, like they're all like stars in sitcoms, right? Like these moments, these vertical, the presentation. I
always preferred her to the blonde-haired one.
yeah, she's hot.
Yeah, yeah. I've got two others by this band.
Yeah.
I thought I'd pick this one up. I don't recall it.
No, I can't.
No.
Richard McCook would be pleased.
Oh, a little bit of Tanika Tikaram.
Yeah.
Tanika Ticklebum.
Yeah.
Inside Your Window, good track.
Yeah. Yeah.
I quite like her.
Yeah. I'm surprised she wasn't a lot bigger because she kind of had 2 or 3 singles, couple of albums, and then that was it, really, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Was that her first? That was her first single, wasn't it? Good Tradition.
I think so. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
what was the other one? Twist in My Sobriety. That was it, isn't it?
Yeah. That was a good tune. A bit of a haunting melody tune.
Yeah.
Whenever I see this lady, I always pick up her singles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you have to. Yeah.
That's from that album with the spikes going through her face, right?
Do you know what? I can't recall. I've got it as well. Cuckoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah.
So, Nick, what was the pricing like on these singles? Were they all pretty much the same price, tight price range, or anything like stood out as super cheap or super expensive, or were they the same price?
Some were pennies. The odd one was £1. The old gold ones were £2. That was
cheap.
£1.
Yeah.
Yeah, more toil.
Yeah.
I got this when it first came out years ago.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Good, isn't it? It's a good one.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, that album, the first album is a terrific album.
I'm not sure whether this was an upgrade.
Who is that?
Slade.
Oh.
Does it feel? What a song. What a song.
Slade in Flame.
They're in heaven.
Yeah. Yeah. It's from a feature film Michael.
Yeah.
Which is Joanne.
Slade in Flame. Halfway through sorting these, I ran out of bleeding protective sleeves, and so I've got to order stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
You can't go wrong with any Slade singles.
No. You're kind of obliged to pick them up when you see them, aren't you?
Well, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, me too. Oh, yeah. I guess.
Oh, I've heard that live version of Merry Christmas. It's a lot of fun.
I've got that album. That's a live album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you believe in miracles? Another.
Yeah.
They knew how to make a good single, didn't they? Even their later ones, they were always.
Yeah. Yeah. I've not seen that picture sleeve before.
No, I haven't.
No,
Yeah.
I've never. To be honest, I don't recall the song. But obviously, you can't hear everything.
This is all from a single 4-hour store visit. You bought all the stuff in 4 hours.
Yep.
Amazing.
I've already shown Share, Seaside Shuffle, Happy Talk, Baccarat, Madonna.
Yeah.
Leon Warwick. Oh, there's another Slade one. I've got the album, but I haven't got that. That's Will Bring the House Down.
Yeah, I brought that when it came out.
I need to get the picture sleeve for it. Another one by Slade on the Barn label. Gypsy Road Hog.
Yeah. Never heard of that one.
No, I haven't.
No. That is the A side. One I didn't have. Nobody's Fool.
Oh, it's a great song.
Yeah.
So you're a completist on Slade, or you're attempting to be a completist on Slade?
Attempting to be. I need about another 5 albums, I think. They put out more than what I thought.
Oh, they've got a lot of albums.
Thanks for the memory. Bam Bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the toilet, Michael.
Yeah.
Definitely
Can't see that. What's that?
The Clown Davies, brilliant.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. I suppose you could say that's a guilty pleasure, but I love the song.
Yeah.
Grace Jones, Pull Up to the Bumper.
Great song.
Yeah.
She scared the bleeding life out of me, that woman did.
She really did. She was really scary.
Yeah.
And Russell Harty, if you remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Oh.
Pretend. Oh, great song.
Oh, that's one I need, Nick.
Yeah, that's you don't imagine Alvin Stardust recording on Stiff Records, would you?
Well, there's all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff on Stiff Records.
Yeah, I've discovered that.
It's very rock and roll, that one.
It's an old song, that is. My Nat King Cole,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That's
Oh, God.
that's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's on that album I picked up at Leeds, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one's that breakup?
They don't
know.
They
Yeah.
don't know yet.
That's a strange one, isn't it? Because it's a Kirsty MacColl song. And
That's right.
She recorded it for Stiff, and then a little while later, Tracy Ullman recorded it on
Yeah,
Stiff.
Kirsty's didn't even chart.
I know.
This one I've been after for bleeding ages.
Yeah.
Wow.
Traffic.
Paper song. Yeah.
What? So that's a first pressing of that song on Island.
I honestly wouldn't know, Michael. I presume.
It looks like it on that pink label. It looks
It
like
sure does.
1967.
What?
Absolutely love that.
And
Absolutely love that song.
That was a pound. The
Did you
traffic
see
Yeah.
song.
Nick?
Traffic.
That was
Wow.
a pound.
That was a
And
steal.
He had a box load of stuff on the Island label, and I picked out the single, but the sleeve was in poor condition, so I had to rummage through the box trying to find a decent sleeve.
Oh yeah. God, I hated that song.
I've got that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that song. I think America in general are pretty dire, but Horse with No Name really liked.
I've got a Horse with No Name on 7-inch single, but I really wanted it because of the B-side, Ventura Highway, which I quite
Is that
like.
good?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I don't know that. Yeah.
They were so overplayed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah, the Mod Revival.
That was £2.
Well, that's not bad.
Oh.
God, the bells.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I can't see what single is that.
Clapping song.
Oh, the clapping song. Yeah. Yeah.
We're nearly done. Another guilty pleasure, Carly Simon. Nobody does it better.
Another one that's overplayed sometimes.
What's on the other side?
After the Storm.
Don't know.
Yeah. That's a
good one.
That's a good song.
Of course, it comes, doesn't it? My favourite beginning of a James Bond film.
Yes.
When he goes over the cliff, doesn't he? And all of a sudden that British flag parachute opens up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's a real fuck you, I'm British, mate. Now the big question is, did he or didn't he find any?
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Of course he did. Otherwise, he wouldn't be bending down picking them up.
Yeah.
It's a picture disc of the Premier mix. Where?
Oh. Oh, that's different.
That's the one that comes, the 7-inch single comes in the white sleeve with Cars on the A side and Our Friends Electric on the B side.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yes, I've got that version on, just on ordinary vinyl. I've not seen the picture of this before.
It's all right, my daughter's just walked in the room.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Another call.
And we'll finish off with that one.
Yeah. On the red line.
I'll just turn that's it. I'll just turn the mic off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Excellent.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that was really good. So
leaving Nick in a record shop for 4 hours.
I know. It's easily done though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can just wander around. I mean, that one that Ramones was in earlier on. I mean, you could easily acres and acres of records. You just gotta go for them. Yeah.
But, it's about Spalding. I was showing someone on YouTube. Are you going to go? Yeah. How long are you going to spend there? He said, I said, Probably all day. What, all day? You could, yeah. I said, if we're in there less than 3 hours, we haven't done a thorough job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of them, they just said, I can't see the fascination and just going around looking at records all day.
Because you never know what you'll find.
Yeah.
You just
Yes. I mean, I think you'll get asked, don't we? Why do you need all those records?
Because I do.
Nick must have bought 100 pieces at that shop.
Yeah.
Some great finds. There.
Yeah, some really good stuff. So,
Yeah, I'm back.
you're back. Good. Yeah. So while Nick was showing his stuff, I noticed there's a few sort of comments up there.
Yeah.
And sort of Stop the Cavalry was mentioned as a guilty pleasure, I think.
Yeah.
By the world. And I don't think it is.
It's a great song.
It was a great Christmas single, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't meant to be a Christmas single.
No, it wasn't. No, I know. Yeah. So I always preferred sort of Kitchen at Parties though as the sort of his two big hits, you know.
I'll tell you what song I'm going that. Remember that song Toast?
Yeah.
I thought that was really quirky.
I know. Bloody Terry Wogan used to play it every morning, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, for what seemed like months. Yeah. Who was it by? I can't remember who it was by now.
I don't. What does it say? Red bit. Right, red bit. Comes in funny packages for writing on the side.
Yeah.
It wasn't the
Street
Monks,
Band.
was it?
Street Band.
Street Band.
Yeah, the Monks was nice leg, shame about the face, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Another one. You remember that one, Car 67?
Oh yeah.
The Taxi.
The Taxi. In that wonderful black country accent.
Yeah. I mean, that was when sort of like there's a whole sort of CB radio thing was a sort of bit of a craze, wasn't it?
Yeah. See, I like CW Recalls Convoy.
Yeah. I know. You know, I mean, that's a great. You know, again, it's a great novelty hit, isn't it?
Yeah. And
that
was
linked
the
with the movie.
song that they made a film.
I saw that, the pictures, Convoy.
Yeah, I got it on DVD. I love.
Yeah. My dad at the time was a lorry driver, and of course he had to go and see it. He took me and my brother as well.
It's a fantastic film.
I think I talked my parents into buying me a CB radio. I was so fascinated with them.
Yeah.
That whole breaker thing, you know, and having
breaker 10-4.
Yeah.
Overlapping.
And actually, that's kind of what like the whole live stream culture reminds me of, is CB and ham radio. You know what I mean? Because you're kind of like, you know, calling out. Huh?
Yeah.
You just mentioned the radio ham. Tony Hancock.
Yeah.
Playing chess.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a regular thing with the ham club up at Jordanstown whenever I was studying Merchant Navy. There was a guy who played chess. He played chess with a guy in Canada. And they each made a move, you know, per week.
yeah. I mean, I used to when I first went into the youth club. There was a chap there. He had a huge mast in his garden.
Right.
And after we had a meeting one night, he put the CB radio on. We were talking to people. I mean, it's not. You know, these days we're talking to you in Japan, and it's no problem. But back in 1983, to talk to someone on a little box in America, clear as day, was not heard of.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go. You always find them in the kitchen at parties, brilliant synth pop.
Yeah, it is. It is. I always thought that sort of like Jonah Louie didn't really look the part, did he? He never looked like a pop star.
No.
He looked more like a chartered accountant, I thought.
Yeah, he looked too posh to be a singer and too posh to be on Stiff Records.
Yeah. But those those two hits that he had, really, really, really nice singles.
Yeah, I did have Stop the Cavalry, but someone pilfered it.
Yeah,
so I'm always on the look for that.
Yeah, I'll leave it somewhere. Yeah.
It's just a silly song, isn't it? Or lots of bubba dubba dum bum bubba dubba bum bum. And it's just that it's a very simple song, isn't it? Musically, it's just a boom ba boom ba boom ba all the way through, with a little bit of dub 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 to break it up. Can't get any simpler than that. So I say less is more.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's not. It's been misfiled. Oh dear. Unless I've had out recently. Yeah.
Shoot the
there you
same.
go. Yeah, that's a.
I've not shown. I suppose Cliff Richard, Living Doll.
No, that's popular. No, nobody's looking. They're all digging.
Okay, here's one I love, and people go, why? It's the original Spirit in the Sky.
Norman Greenbaum.
Yeah, brilliant song. And I don't mind the Doctor and the Medics version either.
Oh no, that's quite. That's fun, isn't it? Yeah.
I think all those singles come to about 35 quid.
That's not too bad.
That's
Yeah.
pretty.
Oh God, Terry had to remember.
Very good,
Convoy
deal, Nick.
GB.
Yeah.
There's everything on the dipsticks. Yeah, that's it.
Andy wants to know what's wrong with looking like a chartered accountant.
Absolutely nothing, Andy.
No.
Yeah.
What's it?
Oh, there we go.
Hey!
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Robbie.
That's a nice one, Ramon. Excellent.
Hey, maybe you will. Maybe you will have them both on the live stream.
Yeah, you know, have everybody. Everybody's
on. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Don't forget that on Sunday to go, or Saturday, to go and support Ramon on his little marathon he's doing. I'll appreciate the.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get to maybe talk to some people that I've not talked to live before.
Sure.
No, interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. I just tried smoking ash one book. Oh, your jokes get worse, Dave.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Dear me.
Bloody hell.
I think tonight we've gone through a lot of guilty pleasure songs, haven't we? That
We have. It's been a lot of fun.
You know,
Yes.
I promised you this one, Ian, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, yeah. I came across another one of these, different colour,
Oh.
but I didn't pick it up.
Oh.
Forgot to mention that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Beverly Brothers, Let It Be Me.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's a good
Yeah.
song.
Oh yeah, I got a message from Martin Parrott today,
Oh, excellent.
and he's kind of moved house now. So I mean, hopefully he'll be able to sort of come on the stream sometime. But he mentioned that he'd been to Record Fair at Reading, and Steve Davis was selling records there.
Really?
Yeah, apparently, and not only that, Martin had picked up a copy of the Spitting Image album, and Steve signed it for him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to appear on it regularly, didn't he?
He was one of the, of the sort of political characters. He was probably on it more than anybody else, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Steve, not very interesting Davis.
Yeah.
I've got that one as well. I haven't got the album. I've got the Chicken song on 7-inch and 12-inch.
Yeah.
I've never met a nice South African on the B side.
Oh, the Little River
And
Band.
I'm scared of
me.
We're scared of fire.
Yeah. Do we know? Do we know the Little River Band? Because I don't.
Well, I do. They're American.
Yeah.
Kind of. How do you describe them? Poppy folk.
Yeah. All right.
Jug band.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a bit of folk. Anyway, it's coming up for 2 hours, so I think it's time to find something.
Just hold your horses a minute.
Oh.
Now,
yes.
Isn't this the last Thursday of the month? Aren't we meant to spin the wheel?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Thank you for reminding me. So
Plus-
talk amongst yourselves, people.
Well,
Yes.
while you do that, I will remind people that voting is open for Battle Royale Semi-Final 1. Now, the website, it's a new website. I've already posted the link once. They had a glitch, and for some reason, their clock is set 24 hours ahead. So, according to them, the voting went live yesterday. So if you voted within the first half hour or before 2 o'clock, your votes will have actually been cancelled. So you might need to go and vote again. At the moment,
Goodness.
Yeah.
Where are we?
More trouble it's worth, isn't there?
This is this young service provider that you signed up with?
It's a new one that I created an account, just a freebie account, because we get 3 free uses.
Yeah, you get what you paid for.
Yeah, at the moment it's 5-3 in favour of Bizarre Love Triangle. So if you voted earlier, you may have to go and vote again.
Okay.
We have to do a reset.
Right, I'm nearly ready. Nearly ready.
Okay.
How long's a piece of string?
I've been distracted today with other things, I'm afraid.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
There you go. Question. Terry's asking, was he selling copies of Snooker Loopy?
he might have been Terry. I don't know.
Could well be.
I don't know.
Yes, Dave, they were. They are Aussie. Little River Band. They're Australian.
Ah,
I was actually going to look up their discography because they. Where is it?
Right. I've got the wheel up. Right. Share screen.
Okay.
I'm sure they had a song in the UK, Little River Band. I can't remember what it was.
So, here's the wheel.
Oh,
Rocket's
yeah,
Wheel of Fortune.
let's-
And still on it, Corkers and Clunkers, To Be or
Yes.
Not To Be,
Yes.
Rocky covers, The Lads, Breakup Songs, Calendars, and Jack Frost.
And
That's it.
Dust Collector.
And the Dust Collectors. Oh, yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. I bloody well knew it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is one of Nick's.
Interpretation, please.
Yes, Nick, what would you could, as you chose this, you picked this one.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Well, I would say from the title that it's records you bought that you've never played, or you've
Or
played
one
once and
that
never
you've
seen the
not
light of
played.
day.
You haven't played in an age. They're sitting there just collecting dust.
Hmm.
Oh,
Talk
do you know
about
what? I couldn't believe and remember
So we're gonna have
suggesting that.
2 hours of morose conversation.
not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Yeah, but then you might discover something that you haven't played for the last 5, 10, 15 years and go, oh, I haven't listened to that, and rediscover something.
Yeah.
Or it might be an opportunity to take the piss. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I think so as well.
yeah.
There's another 2 albums I've got that I haven't played
Yeah.
in a long time.
Yes.
So that's what we'll be doing next week. The Dust Collectors in our collection.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Breakup songs will come out one day, Michael.
I know. I know.
Yeah, thank you, Mike, for reminding me, but I had totally forgotten. Genuinely had forgotten.
Dave, that's dreadful.
What's going on here?
What? What happened?
We lost Dave.
There we haven't. There he is.
Right. I think that's one of the best and worst jokes all in one go.
I know.
Anyway, let's get rid of the banner because everyone knows. Don't forget, folks. Next week it's
here's some cheese.
Right, let's get some. I've got. What have we got here? That's I know what one I better hold up. But I'm not.
Go on.
scared.
Where is it?
Where is it? I'll take it out because you can't see. I'm going to hold up that, and I'm going to hold up Shaky.
There you go. That's better. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. As I said, don't forget, America, you can go back to 12 noon and 3 p.m. So we do our clocks. Look out for me and Mike on video on Sunday for Stiff Records.
Romy.
Have a good week, everyone, and we'll see you all next week with Dust Collectors.
And visit Romy's live stream if you can.
Yes, that's it.
French
Excellent.
Absolutely.
So, tatty bye for now, folks. Have a good
Take
weekend.
care. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.